don't want to be anywhere else but here. So every day I am enjoying myself. I wake up every day. I pinch myself. I want to see the room I'm sleeping in. You want to see the bed I'm sleeping in. You want to see the home that I'm living in. There's an elevator in the home. So I'm on the third floor and I go out and click the button and it goes from the third floor to the fourth floor. I open up the elevator and I go and eat some breakfast and then we go stretch out in the sun and we have a big pool, a jacuzzi. Look, I'm just enjoying the fruits of my hard work. Gratitude is one of the most strongest forms of power in attracting good things. You know, if you truly feel grateful for the things in your life, I always felt grateful for even the small things. I always used to celebrate the small things. Now I might be celebrating the bigger things, but I always celebrate every little good thing that would happen to me in my life, even before I had any kind of money or any of that. I would celebrate and I would feel grateful for it. And it just gave me more. And this is exactly the same thing that's happening right now. I still remain grateful and more comes.
If somebody said to you, you'll have or you'll be as successful as you are now, what would you have said back then?
I believe you. That's what I would have said. Because I did believe.
Yeah.
I believed in it. I had very few people who told me that. I had a small group of people that would tell me something like that.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Please go and share this video out today. We should actually have a packed freaking house this morning, y'all. If I can be honest with you, the amount of things that has happened, that has transpired over the last week for us as individuals, as investors, you know, a lot of you all have made quite a big, progress in your portfolios. Some of you have took profits. You know, we've called out some great projects, you know, and these are things we're supposed to do, right? Like if we are doing this at a high level, these are things that we're supposed to do. And also, if you are visiting on our Zoom link, and somebody sent you this link, it's actually a blessing, right? Because our Zoom link is typically only for our Discord group, right? Typically, the only people that get on our Zoom link is our Discord community. Everybody else is on the YouTube. So definitely excited to have you all here. Grateful to have you. If you are visiting us, and this is your first time, you want to go ahead and join our Discord community. It's $7. It's 7 days for free. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing for you to lose, but everything for you to gain. And if you are the type of person that hear me say that and then you don't go do it, do not contact me about anything about crypto because I've already told you all how you can reach me. I've already told you all what's going on. I'm not just messaging people no more about crypto because people are getting wealthy for free on the internet. You know what I mean? And I'm not here to get people rich for free. I'm here to get people rich on purpose. And I believe that the most purposeful way to your wealth is by connecting in with a community on purpose. So I need you guys to go over to our Discord right now and light it up. We will not start the show this morning because I'm feeling that way. You know what I mean? I need more people on the call. So I need you all to let some people know to hop on the YouTube, hop on the Zoom link, because I'm not ready to start yet because there's not enough people for the level of impact that I want to create today. All right, we're going to shake this thing today. All right, so y'all listen, I'm going to take my time this morning. I got me a very nice cup of coffee this morning. And this particular coffee is from, these beans are from Colombia. Okay, this is a Shimbaku blend. Okay, a lactic formation. Okay, this right here is some of the best coffee I've ever had in my life. I'm just being honest with y'all. I've started to really like coffee and I try coffee different places I go. And before I actually started the show, I just want to be real with y'all. I never in my life liked coffee. All right, never liked coffee. I'm not a big coffee drinker, but this Colombian coffee right here, this Colombian coffee right here, hold on. Try to make a little mukbang. I got a frother. I mean, froth that thing on the top. All right, don't worry. Hey, I'm just getting in my coffee bag real quick. And I'm stalling to let more people get on the call, okay? Because people do deserve to get this message this morning. The call is going to move extremely fast today. There's a lot of information that you're going to get. And this information will potentially change your situation. but you have to follow through. You can't just get on these calls and not follow through on the information, you know? So as we wait for a couple more people to hop on, I want to talk a little bit more about some of the things that we have going on here at Coffee and Crypto. Okay, I want to just let you all know a couple of things that we have going on here at Coffee and Crypto Network. Now, what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to send over something to my computer, and I want you all to be the first people to know about it, right? You've been rocking with me here at Coffee and Crypto for a while. Tell people, I need y'all to go to the Discord right now and say he's about to do the coffee reveal, okay? Like, people should be on this call. You know what I mean? Like, straight up, 10 a.m. or not. You know what I mean? Like, you need to be on this call, because when you miss these calls, you miss out on money. And the reason why you missed out on the last play, the last 2 plays, the last 3 plays that we've called out, is because you don't get your butt on the call. So get on the call, 10 a.m. You need to be here, all right? I'm going to tell you why. Because you want to hear about these plays before you hear about them on the internet. Because by the time all these influencers are talking about these things, the prices are going to be higher than what you could have got them originally, right? So we need all hands on deck. I need y'all to go over to the Discord group and light it up. I need y'all to go over to our Telegram groups and light it up. I need y'all to go over to the Atlanta Blockchain Center right now and light it up. And I'm about to do the exact same thing. So y'all give me a second, because we usually don't start till about 10:10. I usually play like a personal development. But this morning, I'm feeling wired off of coffee. You know what I'm feeling? I'm feeling lit. I'm feeling turned up right now. And I want to tell y'all more about this coffee that we have. Let me let them know at the Blockchain Center. Hop on now, right? Look, this train is leaving the station. Everyone get on board. All right, everyone get on board. I need y'all to go crazy real quick on the Discord group. I need y'all to light it up real quick. Let's go ahead and increase the numbers real quick. All right, and if you just joined in, I need to see your name on the Discord group. You know what I mean? I know I'm watching the people that's rolling in. So I know who you are, right? It's only 10 people on this little Zoom link right here. I need everybody full participation right now. I need everybody's full participation right now. Let's increase these numbers. All right. And then also tell your friends and tell your family members about Coffee and Crypto, because it's about time for them to start winning with us too. It's about time for them to start winning with us too. You know what I mean? So I'm going to give y'all a quick little preview. Okay. I'm going to give y'all a quick little preview of what's about to launch in the next 30 days. We're about to take this thing to the next level. Okay. Now I told you all, it ain't many times y'all been on here and y'all see me sipping on coffee. You know what I mean? Because I ain't like coffee. I don't like Starbucks. If I can be real with y'all, I'm not a fan. I don't like Starbucks. Okay. It's not that good. Dunkin' Donuts is trash. Okay. I don't like it. Okay. Maybe I'm just a little bougie when it comes to coffee because I don't have any coffee background. Okay. I appreciate y'all going crazy in the Discord too. All right. But check this out, y'all. The coffee that VO has come up on, we got 5 different countries that we will be launching throughout 2025. We're going to start with one. We're going to do well. And then we're going to, we're going to craft this thing out in milestones. Now, if you like coffee and you would like to sip on some Coffee and Crypto branded coffee with us live on the show, just drop some coffee emojis in the chat box. And if you ain't got and if you don't got a grinder for your beans, you need to get that, because we're going to be selling the real thing. We're not doing Keurig cups and K-cups and all those things, right? Because I don't think that you get the real freshness. Like, see, I've had Nespresso. I got an espresso machine. I've dealt with Keurig machines in my life, and I've never had a fresh cup of coffee the same way that I've had being able to ground up some coffee and create my own little, espresso shot and then put my milk inside of it of choice and, whatever little creamer I want and make myself, So without further ado, I'm going to just leak the logo because we're ready now, right? And in the next 30 days, the next 30 days, Coffee and Crypto Coffee Co. will be launching. And I will be doing pre-orders before then, so we can just ship this stuff to your house and you can get it. So if you all are excited about this new venture that we're about to take together, y'all, I'm about to take over the coffee industry. This is the first Web3 coffee company in the world, okay? This is the first Web3 coffee company in the world, and we're going to launch completely Web3 style, okay? If you all are excited, I need y'all to light me up real quick. I appreciate all the congratulations. You know, a couple people have had the opportunity to taste the coffee, all right? And I must say that this is some of the best coffee I've ever had, and I'm really excited to bring this product to the world. I'm really excited to be able to grow in a new way. I'm really excited to give people new ways and opportunities to be able to pay for things using their crypto, because I think it's one thing for us to get on here and educate, but it's another thing for me to say, hey, listen, get on here, you get your coffee, and when you pay with crypto, you get this percentage off. You know, you get to join our private community when you join our coffee and crypto coffee house. You know, whatever the case may be, I'm excited, y'all. Okay. And this is about to be extremely big. Okay, so damn, that's good. So with that being said, pre-orders on the coffee will be starting really soon, and I hope everybody will support. And I also hope, even if you don't drink coffee, you'll buy some for somebody that does, so that they can get the education on the background. Because see, it's coffee and crypto. You know what I mean? We already had the crypto. We just didn't have the coffee. Now we do. Now we got coffee. Shout out to each and every single person that has believed and supported us over the years. I told y'all some big things was on the way, and we not playing in 2025. 2026 is ours, and I'm starting right now. With that being said, welcome to the greatest morning show on the planet. This is the Coffee and Crypto Show. Listen, this is the Coffee and Crypto Show. And I'm gonna give you all our brand new quote. Okay, this is what we stand for here. I'm gonna tell you about our brand story real quick. I want you all to know, because we're gonna get into this crypto information, but we got a lot of stuff to cover, but I'm gonna get through it. But I want to take time to pop my SHT. Okay, I want to pop my SHT. Okay, real quick. So I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about the brand story. See, in a world moving at the speed of innovation, Coffee and Crypto was born at the intersection of ritual and revolution. More than a luxury coffee brand, it's a mindset crafted for the ambition and the forward thinker. Each cup sparks clarity, focus, and exploration into the world of crypto, because success isn't just hustle, it's rhythm, it's awareness. And what do we say? It's intentional growth. We got rich intentionally. Okay? Sip, grow, and succeed with Coffee and Crypto. This is what we do, y'all. I'm so excited to revolutionize this space. And with that being said, I'm ready to dive into this bullish content. Light me up with some coffee real quick. I need coffee everywhere right now, all over the interwebs. Okay, I need coffee everywhere right now. Light me up with some coffee emoji real quick, because we about to go extremely parabolic right now. Okay, welcome to Coffee and Crypto. This is our 274th episode. And if you're watching on YouTube live, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button, send this link to someone, and smash the like button, bare minimum. Just like the video, because with every like, we get discovered by somebody else that may discover this channel, which is very important with our growth. So thank you all so much for all the energy this morning. Y'all are being a dynamic audience. And I want to welcome y'all back to our show on Thursday as well, because y'all are doing such a great job this morning as an audience. So y'all can join me next Thursday as well. So Conor McGregor, you know, we listened to some Conor McGregor motivation before we got started this morning. And Conor McGregor, he said this. He said he responded to Donald Trump's tweet that said, A U.S. crypto reserve will elevate this critical industry after years of corrupt attacks by the Biden admin, which is why my executive order on digital assets directed the presidential working group to move forward on a crypto strategic reserve that includes XRP, Solana, Cardano. It will make sure the U.S. is the crypto capital of the world. And we'll also make sure, all right, that we are the coffee in crypto capital as well. Okay, we're going to make sure of that too. But Conor McGregor said something very prolific. He said, I've learned from the events this week that not all blockchains are actually decentralized. And this was a tweet from yesterday. He said, a lot of people are telling me that Bitcoin and Ethereum are the only true decentralized networks, but the US government are going to buy XRP, Solana, and Cardano. Give me your thoughts. And give him our thoughts. We did, right? Give him our thoughts. We did, right? As a industry, right? People educated Mr. Conor McGregor, who is the 5-time world reigning champion, right? MMA. This guy is the truth. So to have someone like Conor McGregor that has 10.6 million followers on X alone, for this many people to see this tweet, which we've had 1.4 million views in one day, this is great for crypto. And it's great for our 3 assets listed here, right? It's great for that. So looking at the crypto market currently, we are at $3.5 trillion market cap. Okay, so we're about halfway to a $4 trillion market cap, which will be a brand new all-time high that has never been reached before. Kind of like Bitcoin and one other one that we've been winning on all week called Zebec Network. Okay, now, if we go over to Zebec Network real quick, because y'all already know I have to pull up the chart. All right, if you've been going crazy with ZBCN, just drop some ZBCNs in the chat box right now, because listen, and if you were late to the ZBCN party, you should have been on our call 2 weeks ago in our Discord group when we talked about this thing, dog. We've been riding this wave, and you could have rode it with us, but you want to know something? A lot of y'all are afraid to pay money. Scared money don't make no money. That's why your ass still not making no money. You know, I tripled, quadrupled my investment, y'all. You know, I started with 3 figures and now I'm in the mid 4s. You know what I mean? Like I triple, quadrupled my investments, y'all. I already took profits into USDC and we're waiting for this thing to go ahead and fall back down to maybe 0.00332, a 0.00251, a 0.003 altogether. We're waiting for this thing to just make its way on back down, right? And if we look at this on the daily, as you can see, we've already made a double top at 0.005. And if you were in my Discord group, I told y'all I made a grand exit at 0.005 yesterday. And now we're back down to almost 0.003s, right? So my take profit is doing pretty good right now. I can take my profit and reinvest it into Zebec right now if I wanted to and get even more tokens than what I had, because that's the purpose and that's the name of the game. Take profits, reinvest the profits at a lower price, right? That's the name of the game. So congratulations to all of my ZBCN phenoms out there, the people that really took it and went after this thing, the people that really plugged into our Discord community and was communicating all week about it, right? Yeah, I'm going to keep on popping my SHT about my Discord group because it's 7 days free. You can't lose with 7 days free. You can only win. Imagine coming in here. My Discord group is $50 a month, y'all. Cheap as hell. $50. If you can't pay $50 a month to come in here and pay your dues to learn, how about this? How many people made more than $50? How about this? How many people made their Discord group for the year which if you do 50 times 12, that's $600. How many people made $600 on ZBCN real quick this week alone? Drop some coffees. I'm dropping my coffee right now. I actually made my Discord group for the next 2 years this week alone. I made my Discord group for 2 years. My Discord group is paid off for 2 years. And I took profit for a whole year. My Discord group is paid. But y'all still playing games. Unfaithful asses. That's your problem. You lack faith. And that faithful lacking is going to keep you broke all year long. While I'm going to be at the Amalfi Coast by the end of the year. Call it Amalfi Coast, okay, in Italy, okay? We're going to be in south of France in nude beaches, running all over the place. Okay, that's what we're doing the end of this year. And you could have been here with us, but you scared to take 7 days free and $50 a month to make all that money. Anyway, I'm going to get off y'all case because we got a lot of stuff to cover today. So the first thing I want to talk about is this real quick. There's something that's going around. It's been going around. But it's called the Great Taking, okay? And we're about to get real bullish real fast right now. I told y'all today's show is about to be crazy. It's about to be absolutely incredible, and I would not recommend leaving. I would recommend inviting somebody to the show. This is how damn good this show is going to be today, okay? Let me sip a little coffee. That's it. That's good. Okay, now, the Great Taking is a term popularized by a book and a documentary of the same name by David Rogers Webb. It refers to a theory that claims a deliberate, long-term plan is underway to seize nearly all private property and assets, especially financial securities like bonds and stocks and crypto, from ordinary people around the world. Webb suggests that this plan is being orchestrated by powerful central banking institutions and global financial elites. We've been covering this for years now. These organizations are known as the World Economic Forum, the Bank for International Settlements, and the International Monetary Fund, and even the World Bank, and even the WHO, and even the the WHO, and any other large organization like that. They have something to do with what's called the Great Taking, which is also the Great Reset, which we are going into right now. And listen, when I see the Great Taking, I really think about this. There's going to be people, there's two types of people in the Great Taking. There's the takers and there's the people getting taken from, right? Are you going to be the person getting taken from, or are you going to be a great taker? See, here at Coffee and Crypto, we are great takers. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm taking everything, including the coffee industry. That's why I'm launching the coffee, because we take things, we seize things. If the US is going to go out here and seize things from us, we got to go and seize things ourselves. So the Great Taking. So you got to decide what type of person do I want to be in this Great Taking? Well, let's talk a little bit about the core claims of the Great Taking. See, the claim number one is the control of collateral. According to Webb, central banks and key financial institutions have restructured the legal ownership of assets so that investors no longer truly own securities they purchased. The second thing, instead, these assets are technically held in centralized custodians like the DTCC, which we just talked about last week, and how they are going. They have a patent out right now, y'all. We covered the patent last week. In that patent, they directly mention Ripple and they directly mention Stellar, right? That's the DTCC, okay? Now, the next thing that they claim is a systemic collapse plan, okay? He argues that a planned financial collapse will trigger the automatic transfer of these assets to creditors. Listen, y'all, automatic transfer, autonomous, things that just happen on auto mode. What does that scream, y'all? It screams the stuff we've been teaching. It's going to effectively take the wealth of everyday people. This would supposedly be legal based on how financial regulations and ownership structures have evolved over the past few decades. But you want to know the problem? Most people don't know nothing. Nathaniel, most of you know Nathaniel about the legal, basis on the financial regulatory structures and ownership structures of y'all's assets. You know Nathaniel about it. So when they take it from you because you don't have it locked up properly in a safekeeping, okay, what do you think is going to happen? They're going to take it from you when you leave it on these exchanges. Global coordination. Webb suggests this is not a national issue, but a globally coordinated effort. Did I just name these? Involving the BIS, the IMF, and central banks, such as the Federal Reserve and the ECB. I just named it. I never even read this yet. I literally pulled this up before the show and kept on going to more things. I never read it, but we just talked about the BIS and the IMF, right? Okay, cool. And then the ultimate goal, total control. The theory concludes that the purpose is not just wealth seizure, but control over global populations financially, politically, and digitally, potentially through central bank digital currencies, surveillance, and AI. Oh, my Lord. So, Vincent, you telling us that we are investing into the demise of the planet? Oh, yeah. Yeah. If you didn't know that, now you know. We are investing into that. So now it becomes a moral thing about crypto, right? But see, I can't look at it that way because I'm not finna let these evil people get rich and then us good people not. See, you see what I'm saying? Because see, we can get wealthy and have a say so, but when you have no wealth, you have no say so. And I want y'all to listen to my cousin real quick. I don't know if this is my real cousin, but her name Candace Owens. Y'all already know my name, Vincent Owens. So this is my cousin real quick. I want y'all to listen to Cuz and let her tell y'all what's going on with the World Economic Forum. Cousin, take it away.
What would you do if they brought the power grid down? And by they, I mean if the government purposefully brought the power grid down. And I'm not asking that question for fun. I'm asking that question because the World Economic Forum is predicting that a cyber pandemic, you can look this up, they've been running exercises about it this year, is inevitable. But you're probably saying, what is a cyber pandemic? It doesn't make any sense. Like, what are we even talking about? Well, first and foremost, the reason I'm even paying attention to the World Economic Forum and their exercises is because they notoriously, in 2019, ran an exercise for a coronavirus pandemic that oddly all became true. I mean, without one slight difference, they said that the coronavirus was going to escape from a wet market in South America. Of course, when the coronavirus swept the world in 2020, they said that it escaped from a wet market in China. You can still look that up, by the way. That's not a conspiracy theory. They simulated that coronavirus pandemic. It was the World Economic Forum in collaboration with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, in collaboration with Johns Hopkins University. And the website is still up, and they say, the coronavirus pandemic is inevitable. And then boom, it happened the very next year.
All right. Hey, that's what that coffee got me feeling like this morning. All right. Yes, sir. We are getting wealthy, wealthier, healthier. Everything is just lining up in our favor. Thank you, Lord, for giving us the remedy, giving us discernment, giving us the ability to read, giving us the ability to hear, giving us the ability to feel, giving us the ability to smell, giving us the ability to taste, giving us the ability to be a blessing, giving us the ability to be blessed, given us all of our abilities. Thank you, God. Amen.
So you ask about like the transparent nature of blockchains. It was literally like this. You talk about Les Miserables. It was Javert and Jean Valjean tracking funds across blockchains over years and different obfuscation techniques. And they're hiding in darknet markets and using mixers and privacy coins. And they were doing everything they could to not get caught. Why? Well, we found out because they were sitting there in New York City and could get arrested, which they ultimately did. North Korea is very different. So they know that the blockchain is transparent. And they're just trying to move funds as fast as they can to off-ramps to use them. And when we are able to work with law enforcement to seize back funds, however much that is, they just see that as the cost of doing business. So I think that's the paradox of crypto. And I think that like, it's a little disingenuous, and I've been guilty of this. I've been out there all the time saying like, hey, you know, bad guys should never use crypto because we see every transaction. And that's true, but the reality is they can also move funds faster and in larger amounts. And that's why we have to just get better and better at what we're doing.
Man, they need to get a sexy chocolate brother like myself up there on that stage too. You know what I mean? Because even ESPN, somebody reach out to CoinDesk for your boy real quick, okay? Because even ESPN, you know what I mean, got Shaquille O'Neal sitting there. Even ESPN, you know what I mean, got you know what I mean? Even got Shannon Sharp sitting up there, you know what I mean, looking real sharp. Come on, man. Hey, they got to get a beautiful brown-skinned brother like myself up there on that stage, man. It only is right. But I agree with them. See, I think that that's the paradox of crypto. We say bad guys should never use crypto because we see every transaction, and that's true. But the reality is that they can also move funds faster and in larger amounts. And that's why, That's why we just have to get better and better at what we do. And they have to get better and better as corporations of what they do. But what does that mean for us? We got to get better as investors at what we do, how we protect ourselves. Right now, your protection should be the most important thing to you because you got BlackRock sending out warnings like this to their investors. Pay attention. They said, if quantum computing technology is able to advance and significantly increase its capacity relative to the capacity of today's leading quantum computers, it could potentially undermine the viability of many of the cryptographic algorithms used across the world's information technology infrastructure, including the cryptographic algorithms used for digital assets like Bitcoin. If quantum computing is able to advance in that way, there is a risk that quantum computing could result in the cryptography underlying the Bitcoin network becoming ineffective, which, if realized, could compromise security of the Bitcoin network or allow a malicious actor to compromise the wallets holding Bitcoin owned by the trust or others on the Bitcoin network, which would result in losses to shareholders. Well, let's listen to Michael Saylor real quick at this quick interview, and you know, in this you'll hear the question, but they talk about Michael Saylor's lack of proof of reserve information that he provides for transparency to investors. Pay attention.
Hey, Mr. Taylor, huge fan of everything you've done. Does Strategy have any plans to publish their on-chain proof of reserves?
Yeah, proof of reserve is an interesting thing. Let me make the following point. A lot of people learn stuff from FTX and Mt. Gox, but I'm not sure they learned the things that the institutional community needs to learn going forward. The way that the current conventional way to publish proof of reserves is an insecure proof of reserves. It actually dilutes the security of the issuer, the custodians, the exchanges, and the investors. It's not a good idea. It's a bad idea. It's like publishing the address and the bank accounts of all your kids and your phone numbers of all your kids, and then thinking somehow that makes your family better. It doesn't make your family better. So no institutional grade or enterprise security analyst would think it's a good idea to publish all of the wallet addresses such that you can be traced back and forth, and every future transaction would be traced. I would say, go to AI, put it in deep think mode, and then ask it, what are the security problems of publishing your wallet addresses, and how might they undermine the security of the company over time? It'll write you a book. It'll be 50 pages of security problems. So the problem with proof of reserves, the way people do it right now, is it's first of all, it's a proof of assets that is insecure, and it is not a proof of liabilities. And so if you really want crypto security.
All right, so that's Michael Saylor, right? So his excuse sounds more like he's buying paper Bitcoin, not actual Bitcoin, right? So you got to realize that, like, you know, there's reasons why he doesn't want to be transparent and share this information. Now, I had to ask Grok. I said, what issue, right, might arise, okay, when a company doesn't show proof of reserves? So let's see what the AI said. It said it brings up several issues: lack of trust, regulatory scrutiny, risk of insolvency exposure, market instability, and fraud allegations. I'm telling you all right now, Michael Saylor is going to jail. He's going to prison. Okay, you heard it here first. Zatrick, go ahead and lock in this part of the date too. Okay, remember we said this. Okay, Michael Saylor is going to go to prison. I'm going to call it. Okay, this guy, unless he gets things together, we saw what happened with Sam Bankman-Fried. They do not care. They will lock your behind up. And I've learned all my lessons from watching a lot of these, the way that these business owners have done things over the years in Web3. And that's why, with us launching the first Web3 coffee company completely, where you can pay for your coffee using crypto and receive discounts, coming soon in the next 30 to 45 days, we have a live product, okay, where you will be able to sip here on the show. Take a sip with me. You know what I mean? Take a little sip with me, okay? Because see, what's going to happen is I've been able to learn from those people so we don't make the same mistakes. I believe that transparency is so important. Shout out to Ms. Zuli for being on the call. Hey, Ms. Zuli. So now this is a video that's 10 minutes long. Unfortunately, I don't want to spend the entire 10 minutes looking this up. But this video, I watched the whole thing, and it just came out 3 days ago. This was from Tether's CEO, and he talks about the stablecoin legislation here in America and Europe with USDT and their proof of reserves. And honestly, they sound kind of similar to Michael Saylor, right? So it kind of tells me who's been sleeping in the same bed together. But what I am going to do is I will drop this video for you all inside of our Discord group. I will do that after the show. I got you. I will drop that for you all, okay? But this is a good little video to watch, and I don't want to watch the whole thing. But what I do want to do is this came out this morning at 8:53 a.m. Stablecoin giant Circle targets a $6.7 billion valuation in its US IPO. So if you all haven't heard, Circle has decided, I guess, against selling the company to Ripple or Coinbase because they want to just IPO. They want the $6.7+ billion, that they are evaluated at. Now, New York-based Circle and some existing investors are looking to raise up to $624 million by offering 24 million share price between $24 and $26 a piece. Cathie Woods at ARK Investment has indicated its intention to buy up to $150 million worth of shares, right? And then you got all these other big people that are going to put in billions and millions of dollars, right? And if you don't think that they're already buying these things pre-IPO, you got a problem, right? So they're going to purchase this stuff at a pre-IPO valuation. Billionaires are going to buy it, and then they're going to offer it to us on the stock market at a probably double, double the price, right? The price will probably be damn near double by the time it reaches us on the stock market. So you got to remember the game that they play, right? So yeah, anyway, just wanted to let you all know kind of what's in the talks of happening because of this whole stable coin bill that is passing. You have USDT, but the main thing that USDT did talk about in here that I want to tell you all is that they are more focused on emerging economies. They're not really focused on Europe or America, and the reason why is because, number one, they're not transparent enough. So he can't focus on Europe and America wholeheartedly, specifically Europe, because they've now been banned under the MiCA regulations out in Europe. Okay, and we will see, will they be banned in the United States, because we do have USDC and now we have RLUSD. I think that even with those two stable coins right there, that is enough for us to move forward. And then with the stable coins coming from Hedera and other networks that are built in the United States, I think that we'll have enough stable coins to be able to manage these treasuries and these one-to-ones where we can actually do what we need to do as a business. So really excited to see what's happening. In other news, Dubai unveils, this came out yesterday, Dubai unveils real estate tokenization platform on the XRP ledger amid a $16 billion initiative. Let's talk about it real quick, right? So the Dubai Land Department, a government agency for the real estate industry, has launched its first tokenized real estate platform as part of a government-backed effort that could see $16 billion worth of real estate digitized by 2033. The platform, called Pripco Mint and developed in partnership with real estate fintech firm Pripco, allows investors to purchase fractional ownership in Dubai properties using local currency starting at 2,000 dirhams, or about $540. So you can get in as low as about $540. Since when have you ever been able to get inside of a real estate project for $540? Now, I don't think for $540 you should expect life-changing money. Let's just be honest, right? But one thing we do know is it sounds like it is a part of what we just read about, which is the Great Taking, where they're going to literally take everything. They want control of all of our collateral, all of our assets. That's what we're experiencing happening firsthand here in Dubai. Okay, this is a huge opportunity for the XRP ledger, and as more and more real world use cases like this come online, we are absolutely crushing it. All right. So looking forward to that project being unveiled. But since we're talking about XRP, I wanted to drop this quick tweet from notfinancialadvice.crypto, which we already know is one of our favorite channels when it comes to XRP, okay, to pay attention to. But it talks about, and I'm gonna read this to y'all, okay? And I believe, and what I want right quick is I would like this part of my episode clipped out. So I'm going to do a really good job so we can get this clipped out, Zatrick, and post it on social media and on our YouTube reels and stuff so people can catch it. So let's start right here. So Not Financial Advice, shout out to you. Bitcoin Maxi, this is what they say, right? Quote, XRP is a gas token. That's what the Bitcoin Maxi say. Here is the response from an educated, educated investor in XRP. Okay. What happened to gas, which is XRP, when cars, aka tokenized assets, debuted in highways, aka interoperable blockchains, were built? So in this example, you're going to look at the gas that you put in your car as XRP. You're going to look at the tokenized asset, aka the real estate that we just talked about, tokenized through Dubai, right? As the car, that's the vehicle. And then we're going to look at the highway, that the car is going to run on as the interoperable blockchains, right? So the blockchains being able to go from this blockchain street to this blockchain street to that blockchain street, right? That's what we're looking at, okay? So in 1900, only 10,000 cars were on the US roads using just 100,000 gallons of gas per year. They thought that was a lot back then. Let's compare that to today. Today, 2025, there's over 278 million vehicles in the US, and they burn through 130 billion gallons annually. Huge difference. So now you can see what happens when utility scales. Gas demands will explode. So what do you think will happen when tokenized assets hit the road? Okay. Demand for gas tokens will skyrocket, but it gets even better. Gasoline is a variable and elastic product. XRP is a supply cap and deflationary product. So when demand for gas spikes, right, AKA demand for XRP goes up because there's more vehicles on the road, there's more assets on the road, there will only ever be less and less XRP to go around. In other words, boom, right? Boom. I need y'all to realize that. So now that we understand that, that was a great explanation for a new investor that doesn't understand the true utility behind XRP. XRP is the gas. Right now, there's only 10,000 vehicles on these blockchain roads. There's only 10,000 assets on the blockchain road. But guess what? When there's 270 million vehicles or 270 million assets that are on the road, then instead of there being 100,000 gallons of gas or XRP burned per year, there'll be 130 billion gallons of XRP burned. And if there's 130 billion gallons of XRP burned, we know that the price will be to the moon by then. So all you got to do is just wait, Henry Ford. Wait until more cars get on the street. I hope you all enjoyed that. Now, let's talk a little bit more about how we get these assets on the road.
There's never been a better time to be in the crypto space. Not only that, when you look at XRP and XLM, which are specifically mentioned here, they both have the same technical pattern, giving us some insane price predictions. You know, our price prediction for Ripple or XRP is $19.27. We've had that since it was 40 cents. And for XLM, it would shock you. I don't want to really. I will do a video on it later. Actually, I've mentioned it to the patrons, but it's above $10. Put it that way. Cost, speed, accessibility, and transparency in cross-border transactions. How do they do that? What technology are they going to leverage? It's going to be distributed ledgers, cryptos, and they mention it here. Let's get into it all. Accelerated adoption of ISO 20022. The ISO 20022 messaging standard facilitates richer, structured, and interoperability data for seamless cross-border payments. Interesting. Complete ISO 20022 migration by aligning with Swift's timeline, which is this year, November, and ensuring readiness for coexistence with legacy systems, collaborating with instant payment systems. What did Jerome Powell talk about? Instant payments. Interlinking domestic real-time payment systems with international ones in a central or is central to the G20's vision for faster 24/7 cross-border payments. Working with organizations like the Clearinghouse, RTP, we know that Euroclear, we know DTCC are already actively integrating distributed ledger technology, and the Federal Reserve, FedNow, as they consider cross-border payment capabilities.
All right. So if y'all hang around, we got a couple more things to cover, but I do want to say this real quick. Let me come to the front real quick, okay? If y'all hang around a little bit longer, I do have a deal at the end of this that I want to talk about. Now, y'all know my core product here at Coffee and Crypto, the way we love to educate is through our boot camp. The boot camp is a 6-week boot camp that takes you from A to pay. This next boot camp that's coming up on June 2nd, which is next Monday. Yes, we're starting the boot camps back up. All right. I have a Memorial Day sale that's going on. Okay. And you all can still take advantage of it. I'm not going to end it until this Friday coming up. Okay. After this, the price will be $2,000 for the 6-week boot camp. But if you all want half off on that 6-week boot camp, you can get in for $1,000. All you have to do is make a small deposit, and then you can pay off the remaining, over the next week or couple weeks, or you can pay the full $1,000 if you would like to. Okay. If you are interested in the boot camp, which we'll talk more about, I have some people come up to actually give real testimonies about their boot camp experience of working with us here at Coffee and Crypto. We have quite a few people that are on right now that can tell you all their experience, what they've learned. I'm telling you all, we've helped people go from start to finish of all ages, from 18 to 78 years old. I'm pretty sure we have had people of all ages, okay, that have come through these boot camps and that are having success right now investing. If you're interested and you're ready to rock with me, listen, we don't have much time left. The bull run's about to start. So whether you decide to do it or not, I really don't care, because I don't need your $1,000 that bad, to be honest with y'all. Like, the bull run's about to start and I'm gonna make thousands of dollars a day. But I want to help you be able to do that, right? If you want to be able to do that, you can text me 1,000, the word 1,000. Text me 1,000 to 678-460-6504. You must text me right now. 678-460-6504. Success, love, speed. And I don't have time to wait for people that's not ready to win. If you're ready to win, 678-460-6504. Text your boy right now, the word 1,000. And guess what? I'm going to take care of you in a whole, like if you text me right now, I got an extra deal for you. How about that? Because I like people that take action. So if you text me right now, the words 1,000, I'm going to do something 1,000 and help you all out with an even bigger discount, or something else that'll be added in. I don't know, but just shoot me the word 1,000 if you want to win with me this year. If not, I promise you, I'm okay. Listen, we good. Okay. The bags is secured. Okay. So with that being said, this is the last thing that I wanted to run into. There's this company. Okay. And this is not financial advice. Okay. And most of y'all won't know how to buy it anyway. So I'm going to put it out there. Most people not going to know how to buy this. Okay. And that's okay. That's okay. But if you do our boot camp, I promise you will. Now there's this little company that I love. It's called Bank Social. Okay, I've been talking about this one in our Discord group for a while. All right, yeah, I'm about to get this one out a little bit, y'all, but most people not gonna know how to buy it anyway, so they're gonna have to still, tap in. But Bank Social is revolutionizing open banking with the first Web3 platform built for both credit unions and their members. Let's just stop there, right? So credit unions. There's 2.5 million direct credit union customers in the United States, right? 28 credit unions signed up so far with Bank Social. Well, it's more than that, but 2.5 million customers that are already signed up with Bank Social. Whether they're using it or not, they're signed up. Most of these people don't even know that they're signed up for it. Now, I wanted to show you all this, and it's built on Hedera, which we know is one of my favorite chains. Now, these wonderful people are shaping the future of banks and credit unions in the United States. Now, guess what? You got the NCUA. These are the people that's sitting at this table. Let's talk about them. NCUA, which is the National Credit Union Administration, the chairman, Kyle Hopton, right? You got the FDIC chair, Travis Hill. You got the SEC commissioner in the same room. And then you got the CEO and the COO of Bank Social, which is this guy right here, right? Look at this. You got Hester Pierce. Then you got John Wingate with Bank Social sitting right next to Hester Pierce. Hello. They're sitting next to each other. Okay. Okay, cool. Look, I just want y'all to be able to put these things hand in hand. These are the people that are in the room. Look at this. Sitting right next to Hester Pierce. And look at them. Are they not talking right here? Is she not talking to the Bank Social team? Look at this. Bank Social. Bank Social. These are Bank Social people. Are they not talking to them? Okay, cool. Now, let's move on. I want to show y'all some things. This is the National Credit Union Administration's website. It says financial technology and digital assets. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. So they talk about it says The NCUA's financial technology team identifies and addresses various challenge opportunities for the credit union industry to use technology in a productive and safe and sound manner, consistent with consumer financial protection and other compliance requirements. This technology includes, but is not limited to AI, cloud applications, distributed ledger technology, blockchain, and digital identification. Let's go over to the Bank Social website, because right here, let's read this one more time, y'all. Okay, because when Vincent Owens strikes on a coin and you don't move on it ASAP, this is why you don't make money and we make money, because we know what we're talking about. Pay attention. It says this technology includes, but is not limited to AI. Okay, well, let's go over to the Bank Social website real quick. Look at this, y'all. Turn your financial institution into a fintech. Introducing Bank Social Neuron, financial experiences that your customers and employees will launch. It says launch, manage, and orchestrate your finance from one intelligent AI-enabled control center. Artificial intelligence, right here. Look at this right here. Emerging and innovative financial technologies, including artificial intelligence and digital assets. What is Bank Social? It's a digital asset with an AI infrastructure. Good God, Vincent, you're cooking this morning, man. You are cooking this morning. And so let's listen. So the NCUA vice chairman, this was back in November of 2022. He hosts a blockchain helping Main Street panel. Blockchain helping Main Street panel. This was in 2022. And then they had in 2018, I want y'all to see this too. They had a meeting, obviously, with the National Credit Union Administration. And let's just see, what did they talk about? Right here, y'all. Matters to be considered. The second matter, board briefing, blockchain, and distributed ledger technology. So y'all want to know how Bank Social did this week? Let me show y'all. So I want to be real with y'all. We had two that went crazy in our Discord group. We had Zebec network, right? And then we had Bank Social. Well, let me go over to Bank Social real quick. I want to show y'all. Today is down 10%, right? Good. We got a good pullback. But let's look at Bank Social over the last month. Over the last month, we've done 427%, y'all. Come on, y'all. Last 7 days, last week, we were up more than this. We were up 100%. But with the pullback, we're up 97%, y'all. Over the last month, we were up almost 500%, y'all. Listen, I've been calling Bank Social for the last year, right? Look, let's look at the yearly chart. I've been talking about Bank Social forever, y'all. This has been one of my prime products. We got so much Bank Social, it'll make your tune top spin. You know what I mean? It'll make your head spin. But you want to know why you don't got no Bank Social? Because you scared to spend $50 a month on a Discord group. You want to know why you ain't got no Bank Social? Because you afraid to text me 1,000, 1,000. You scared to text that 1,000 to that phone number so you can get inside this boot camp. Because you know who do got Bank Social? The people that was in my boot camp, the people that's in my Discord group. So with that saying, it's 11 a.m. I need for people that want to give me a quick testimony real quick. I want to get this. For the testimonials, I need a lot of testimonies this morning. So for the people that's been a part of our boot camp that wouldn't mind just coming up real quick and sharing some information real quick, you know what I mean, for your boy, so that people can really get blessed. Because I'm going to be real with you. This is the last boot camp before the bull run. When you miss this, just know you missed a lot of money. And it's cool, but don't call asking me for a goddamn thing. You hear me? Because I gave everybody an opportunity of a lifetime. And right now, I'm so willing to help people. It don't make no sense. I'm willing to cut prices. I'm willing to help you get into this industry. But you know what the biggest problem is? People wait until everything's up. And while my prices are down, you're going to wait until they get more and more and more expensive. Plug in now. Get plugged in now. Or think about it later and regret it later. Because there's two types of regret. There is the there's the regret of not doing, and then there's the regret of not doing enough. Please don't be either one of those, right? So with that being said, let me call on my brother Zatrick real quick. Bro, listen, it's up.
Listen,
It's
it's
up.
definitely up. All right, y'all. I'm here to
How
give.
your weekend, bro? How your
Come
weekend?
on, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Listen, I'm gonna be real with you guys. You go to school, you pay people. If you went to school, you paid somebody to teach you how to be whatever you wanted to go. Vincent's out here charging fractional amount of school, and I've definitely made my money back. I've spent 500 on the boot camp. I've got into the bank socials. I've got into the Zebec. Even if you don't want to get in the boot camp, just get in the Discord. The Discord alone is so many people in there talking that it's kind of crazy not to make money. Like, it's actually mind-boggling. And like, he's talking about bank social right now, but I was going through my phone deleting pictures, and ran across a screenshot, and I had like $60 worth of bank social. What's crazy is last week it was at $500, right? But
Hold on, wait,
I,
whoa. You invested $60 into Bank Social, and it's just grown to $500 without you doing
yes. And here's the crazy thing about it. It's not like I was buying something, because the screenshot, you could see like
Come on, man.
my numbers did not move. Like it was actually kind of, but here's the crazy part about it. Is that I didn't know that I put 60. I thought I put like a couple hundred in it. So when I seen 500, it didn't like cross my mind, like, until I'm like, what the it was just crazy. And even this like Zebec thing, the reason why you have to pay is, I've been in crypto for a long time, but it's levels to this stuff. And VO he's calling it. Like, it is just beautiful to watch. Like, I'm excited, and the bull run hasn't even like started yet, but it's like it started. I don't know if it really started, because everything ain't jumping, but just these coins that are under a penny, finding a coin under a penny, or I guess under 0.000, however many zeros he finds it before it even gets to some. It's just so crazy that you always just wish you bought more. That's the simplest I can say it. That's the simplest way I can say it. Because no matter how much money I've put in, even with Zebec, I've taken my initial investment in it, and I'm still up over 500. Like, it's like, this is just some mind-boggling stuff. Like, listen, don't be selfish, and stop trying to be. Don't be afraid. I think that's the problem right there. You can't be afraid no more. Like, there's no more time to be afraid. At least get your money. You deserve it. That's why you should spend this money. You deserve it. You deserve it. Peace.
Peace. So I already showed y'all one of our assets up 400%. Here's Zebec for the month, 230, 300. This is round up, right? 300% on the month, right? That's 800% on two assets in a month. Just let that marinate on your spirit like some neck bone juice real quick, family. Let that marinate on your spirit. That's almost 1,000% in two assets in less than 2 weeks. Your other crypto community ain't doing that, because they not plugged in. Straight up. They over there arguing and can't keep it together, can't keep professional. Straight up, y'all. This is why I separated myself and just went straight into coffee and crypto. No more. I'm gonna just say it. No, I got out the crypto nerds. I don't care no more. I'm out the crypto nerds because it ain't it. You know what I mean? Like straight up. I'm just calling it what it is. More nerds need to come over here. And I said it. And y'all can say whatever y'all want to whoever. But I said what I said. We're the best. And we're going to continue to show you all we're the best until we have 1,000 people in our Discord group and we have 1,000 Deca millionaires. And then that's $10 billion worth of profits that we've made together. Yeah, Vincent is off that coffee this morning. You know what I mean? Bada bing, bada boom. Who else got their hand raised? I need some more people. Let's talk about it. Let me call on Miss Sharon. Let me call on Miss Sharon real quick. Where Miss Sharon? Miss Sharon, can you unmute? I know Miss Sharon locked in.
Yeah, I'm unmuted.
Good morning.
Good morning. I
I'm
did
turned
say
up right now, Miss Sharon, off that coffee. I don't know how to act.
there's definitely something in that coffee.
Come in that coffee, Miss Sharon.
I think we all need it. We all need it. You know, I've been following Vincent for a long time, and boy, have I learned a lot. But I'm still, I'm still hesitant on things. I buy everything he says. I don't quite understand DeFi yet. But man, my portfolio's done well. But now I just got to get with you, Vincent, and we need to allocate different things. But
Oh yeah, I got you.
this is, I mean, if a 71-year-old can learn this and invest in this, I mean, anybody can learn this. Believe me, you just have to have the right person to follow.
That's it. Well, thank you, Miss Sharon. I appreciate the testimony and just letting people know. And yeah, I'm here for anybody that really does want the help. I'm really here to serve. I'll only be here so long. You know what I mean? Like anything can happen, y'all. Y'all should take advantage of me. Anything can happen, y'all. Like I'm not promised the next hour. I'm not promised the next second. I'm not promised the next year. You're not promised any of that either. So you should take advantage of this as much as you can, right? Because you don't know what tomorrow lies and you don't know what tomorrow brings. And you don't want to be the person that says, man, I wish I should have, I wish I could have, all for $1,000. Like for real, most of y'all ain't even took the boot camp. You scared to spend $1,000? Come on, man. Get your shit together. And that's just real talk. Get your shit together, y'all. Stop playing games with Vincent. Stop playing games with coffee and crypto. And you had more than enough opportunity. This is my last warning to y'all. You got until 1 hour. You got until, like, if you really serious about this, I give y'all 1 hour to text me at 678-460-6504. And the deal that I gave you, I'm going to give you another deal on top of that for the boot camp that honestly, I'm going to beat myself inside for 6 weeks for doing it. But I know that I'm going to make the biggest impact of my life. Okay. But I'm not doing it for free, but I will do it at an extreme discount because I truly believe in myself and I believe in what I do. And when I show you what I can do, you will believe it too. With that being said, make sure you text me 678-460-6504. Text me the word boot camp or whatever you want to text me. Your family, it don't matter. Just text me real quick, y'all. And I'm going to get you registered for the boot camp next Monday. And I'll make sure that you have a big discount. That number one more time. I got y'all. Give me one more second. That number one more time is 678-460-6504. Again, that number is 678-460-6504. You can text me the word boot camp or your name or whatever the case may be. And I promise you, I'm going to take good care of you. Go ahead, Ms. Sharon.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, for those of you that are thinking about the boot camp, I mean, you really need to do it. And Vincent works with you to make it affordable. And you're going to learn so much. And I really, really encourage you to do it. I know when you think, okay, $1,000 is a lot of money, but the way that he helps you and works with you, it is affordable. And like Zachary said, you pay for school, you pay for seminars, you pay for so many different things that don't even do anything for you. This will do something for you because once you understand it, then you can invest and invest and invest. So I'm putting in a plug for it. I just think that everybody needs to go through this boot camp. Everyone. Thank you.
City. Every hood, every block, it all now. Through the hood, just stop by to say what's up and let you know your baby boy ain't doing so tough. Even though your past going on.
Can y'all hear that?
Still waking up late.
Let me know if y'all can hear that song. I don't know if they let me play music on Zoom these days, but let me know if y'all can hear that.
Now I'm sipping on this Tennessee. Remember we brag on how rich we would be. Forget about this, it was like a fantasy. I knew my song, you're ready, you always pay.
Hey,
Than what everybody say.
hey,
Well, I tell you, folks don't know how.
what he said?
I would give it all up just to take one ride with you. How I used to kick it on the front.
With you,
How I used to lay back and smoke
with you.
all the little basement pocket joints we do.
Don't be like this right here. Don't say this.
How I wish you stayed up hold you now.
I wish,
Stayed up cut you now.
I wish.
Stayed up talk to you. Be with you somehow. When you're in the bed,
Hey, this that song right here. When the choir starts singing, don't be this person right here. I wish, I wish, I wish. I wish, I wish, I wish. Hey, don't be the person that said, I wish, I wish, I wish. Hey, turn your dreams into reality at Coffee and Crypto. With that being said, thank you, Miss Sharon. Thank you, Zatrick. Thank you, anybody else that contributes to this show. We appreciate you. We'll see y'all on Thursday. It's a movie. I do got some things I gotta do. I got one of the biggest presentations today of my life to present. That's about to shift everything again for the culture. So yeah, I will keep y'all updated on how that goes and how that grows. But until then, make sure y'all text me. Hey, the number was dropped for you. You know what I mean? I already got 2 people that text me. So hey, for those 2 people, let's tap in. I love y'all. And y'all have until literally 45 minutes to text me at the number 678-460-6504. And until then, if you don't, forever hold your peace. I will see y'all at the top, not from the top, because the bottom has gotten way too crowded.